sex is not sinful. Sex, the energy of sex is very beautiful and the nature energy for creation. And the ego always demands, and the love is sacrifice. Just focus on ourselves and do the meditation. Love is the most powerful energy, and sex is the original of the love. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the section today of the TOT series. And my name is An Lê. I'm based in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Before I start my sharing, allow me to send my deep thanks, sincere thanks to our Master Pradeep Vijay. The name of the book today is it's a book from the author Osho, and the name of the book is From Sex to Superconsciousness. It's a journey of transformation. And let me introduce myself. I think my name is An Lê. I'm based in Ho Chi Minh City, and I'm a pharmacist working in the healthcare industry. So let's start with the author first, and then for the content of today. So the first thing, just quick to briefly introduce to you I think very famous the meditation teacher. He also is a philosopher and spiritualist, famous all over the world. His name Osho. Actually, his full name like Chandra Mohan Jain, and he was born in India in 1931 and already passed away in 1990. And he have a lot of the books. When I Google internet, I think around more than 600 books and article and a lot of speech that he's already provide to all the people, and his talk is very inspiring the people in over the world. He mainly focused on teaching for the self-awareness, meditation, and embracing life paradoxes. And you can see in the screen today, the book we go through is From Sex to Superconsciousness. This book is more than 240 pages. Were already published in Indian in 1996, and with the 5 chapters. For the each of the chapter, we can have a different name. I will send the PDF later for all of the team. But the chapter 1 will focus on the sex and genesis of love. We can go through for love and a lot of like the bias or judgment from the cultural original, that's misunderstanding what is the love. And the chapter 2 is from the present to emancipation. The chapter 3 will pinnacle of the meditation. And then for the next chapter 4, we can go to the power of the sex and the super atom. And the last but not least, the chapter 5 is from the lust to the lot. So in general, that's either for the chapter. Each chapter will have a different message. Chapter 1, we can go through like why sex is a started point of love. And the chapter 2 is the energy of sex. Chapter 3, like moving based on the physical desires and meditation. And last, that's the question and ask. So why I choose, I also bring the insight why I choose this book, because like a lot of the choice from the list, but this book like really impresses me when I read in Vietnamese, and now I'm also read in English. It can give us most of the understood like of the aspect of the human life for the sexuality, and also how we can, when go through the book, we can see how the book is linked within the sexuality, linked to the potential for our spiritual growth. And for all of us, we do the meditation, right? And we provide that we can become the TOT trainer in the future. So I think this book also helps us to reflect again, to review the roadmap to transform the basic instinct into the higher consciousness in this case. And want to emphasize, like again, sex is not the sinful, sex not the shameful, sex not something bad or dirty. It's also help us like the natural energy that help us for our enlightenment. And the purpose of this today for my sharing section, just simplify the content of the book and also help you somehow go through for understanding how we can apply the knowledge from the book to our daily practice. And we can explore how about awareness from the sex meditation and how we can accept that to lead to our inner peace inside and out transforming. And by I think hopefully at the end of session you can have a more idea about the book and will also inspire you to go through this book later by yourself and somehow contribute on your journey as well, for especially go deep dive in how sexual energy can become a doorway to us to bliss and link us to the super consciousness. Okay, so let's start with that. So normally you can see like the book start with the first chapter and the question, what is love? So love is, a lot of things we know, we always listen, see, and everyone talk about love. But when you find love, what is it? And that like in our culture or religions or even custom, a lot of the misunderstanding about love and religion, especially like some religion, right, also have a false sacrifice about the love and not support for the intimacy or different things. And the culture also link like the love something can make us harmful ourselves and not really support for the nature love. We can see like it's together with for thousands of the year, even in especially in our ASEAN culture. And each of us when we were born in this earth, right, we have a different talent in ourselves. But love is something we were born with love inside us. And similar like the how the love can grow up from when we were born and we mature, we become later then from the baby to mature and adult person. So similar like we have one metaphor from the seed. So we are blend. When we put the seed in the blend and we expect that the seed can become a tree, can blooming, right? And have a fruit. But the seed can become a tree or plant or not. It depends also different factors. It also depends on how the land, how the watering, how the sunlight. So that is a lot of things inside the seed, but need the environment and to make the seed become blooming. However, similar like us, we are human. But if we are do something bad and we cannot become a something as an expectation and the people on everything linked like what happened to you. And the environment in this case around us, it will support us to become a good seed to good trees, the fruity or not, or maybe just similar the seed, become the healthy seed or the portioning the seed. So somehow in this case, how the seed become the plant, similar how ourselves in our culture, in our religion, in our family, we live with that, how we grow up. And inside us, we have the book also compare love, similar the coal and diamond. So coal and diamond is the same, right? In the same, the mood is come from the carbon. You know that the chemistry of a structure. So in this case, coal to diamond is similar the raw sex energy also under and inside earth and but under pressure. When under pressure, become refined the love. And from sex to love, how it's linked together. Sex is a started point of love. Love is a transformer. Higher start achieved by acceptance and practice. So when you love someone and it make it grow the relationship, right? We need to accept the people as they are, and we also adapt with them. Yeah, so this is very key point from the first point of the book. And when all of us are human, we were born with the sexuality inside. So the man cannot separate it from the sex. Sex is his primary point. He born of that. And men in general like human, not mean only man or woman. And when God have made the energy of the sex started point of the creation. So you see the seed, right? Become the plant, the animal to have a next generation, they need the creation. So in this case, similar like us, the human, we need also have a made this energy of the sex to start about the creation. And in this creation, so why we can feel sinful about that? It's no need, because it's very beautiful. It's have a powerful to generate the next generation. And if God considers sex as a sin, right? In this case, there's no greater sinner than God in this world. So no greater sinner in this universe as well. So again, can confirm like sex is divine. The primary energy of sex has a reflection of God in it. And this energy of the sex creates a new life for in over the world, not only for the world, for the human, also for the plant, for the animal, for the plant, the seed. And this is the greatest, the most matters force of all. So again, sex is not sinful. Sex, the energy of sex is very beautiful, and the nature energy for creation, everything. However, you know the nature of the sex, like as a love, the language of the love is giving, but the language of the ego is taking. And the ego always demands, and the love is sacrifice. So in this case, how we can accept them and learn from that. So sex and is the origin love, right? And love also in all of us. But the ego that I am in this case is the barriers make us like make all of us, and also create a wall, a barrier, and make the love cannot flow. So the story from the book, where I just put some photo here for the information, like the tree and the boy. So the trees in this case lie next to the trees at the house, and the kid is this boy play with under the tree when during his childhood, and the tree give the fruit, give the sourdough, give the leaf, and play place for the boy. But when the boy grow up, he busy, and he not spend more time with the tree, and the tree is still waiting for the boy coming back. But the boy not come back, and the boy asks, why I busy? Why I need to come back to you? What you have to give me? And the tree asked, what you need? The boy said, I need money. And then the tree said, okay, give me, yeah, you can take my branches, you take my fruit and sell for that for the money. So the boy climb on the tree and get the fruit and sell to get money. So he not back again after that, because he already have a money. But then after that, when he the tree still waiting. And then when he become an old man, many years after that, he come back to the tree, sad and very sad, and he sit next to the tree. The tree asks again, what I need, what I can do for you. So he said, oh, I'm old, but I want to go travel the world, and I want to make a boat. So the tree said, yeah, you can cut my body and make the boat, and only the trunk left. But the tree very happy. And then the boy at that time become the old man, already did that. And in this case, he also gone and not back, and only the tree still sitting there. So in this case, we can see the give and takes. The ego can block us from the love, and we need to open our heart and realize and awareness of the I am of the ego. So in this case, briefly for this chapter, we can easy to see like love, easy to feel, but hard or to define what is love. But human, right, talk about love, but rarely live with that. And in this case, we have a lot of religion and culture have a block us with the nature flow of the love. And religion and culture distorted love, blocking that. We are men, we also have a need to realize the barrier on that and prevent us from the love, and so we need to face with that. So every culture and religion have attacked these fundamental sources and labeling sex as a sin, or maybe irreligious or poison. And we are taught from the childhood, for example, is similar in Vietnam, we are taught like we need to fight again with that, and then not fight with and then when we have a lot of conflict inside us, like is it good or bad, the love is good or bad. So in this case again, God makes sex a started part of the creation, and the blooming with the flower or everything like that, it comes from the primary energy, the energy of the love, and we need to fight with that. For the chapter next, Osho bring us to another story. The story means that a fisherman sit next to the river and in the dark, and he have the bucket, and he just throw all of the, he think it's a stone because the stone next to him, so he just throw all the stone under the river. And when the sunrise arrived, right? When he saw the sunrise, he realized that all the stone he stole in the river is the gem. But luckily, he still have one gem left, but all throws it away. So in this case, the story want to bring another message to all of us. Us in this case, like the value, in our current life, the value hidden by the ignorance and the depressions. And similar like the fisherman just cheat the gem at the stone, right? Because he not realize the value of them. And then when the sunlight reveal the gem, we can see the expose the awareness transform wasted life into discovery worth. So we realize the ignorance around us, but we need also to realize the value of the life, and from that we can treasure the life, the moment and the thing we have. So we have the flow of the inner flame. In this case, life, we can see normally we start the life, we from the different kingdom, right? From the soil to the plant to the animal and to the man to the human. So in this case, there are a lot of ignorance inside us, and even a lot that we cannot see the ignorance inside us. But when we started seeking the truth, it's a turning point to us to another next coming step. So when we want to seek in the truth, and we will move to the next step, like awakenings. So the inner light got cleared and warm inside us, and lead us to the awakening journey. And again, the impressible flame is a radiant or in external self reveal. The soul never die, right? And also together with us learn the different lesson, and we can become it's a live forever. It's a external, in this case the flame forever external. So the challenging lies we can see in our life, but and a lot in maybe enlargement in our life. But when we're seeking the truth, the enlightenment come, and we can keep learning and growth from that. And the death, we also have some misdirections from the resurrection for the death. Death-oriented focus, like traditional religion, normally has historically been fixed on the afterlife and what come after death over the significance of life itself. And from that mindset, they also disregard for the present, and also like teaching us to renounce the world rather than to fully engage with the beauty and the truth of the region. So in this case, when we what is the true path is the love of the light. The true region, by contrast, is the love of the light by itself, and we can enjoy the present. We focus on present moment and understand and enjoy the beauty of the present instead think about what's the day, what we next for the day. We enjoy the moment of now. That is similar. I just mentioned we already go through for the revolution from rock, plant to animal and man. So all of us we know that, and we again just highlight again. Life is an external process of self creation, and it's a powerful energy that seeks to progress and elevate itself. We often label this by primary energy as a passion or sex or lust, and this paragraphing is or pushing it into the sorrow. But again, this is a misunderstood the concept. And the book also mentioned about the law of the reverse or effects. In this case, similar like a cyclist fearing a small rock and is drawn inevitably toward it. So our attempt to suppress sex have made it in the inescapable center of our consciousness. So this is the contains the law of the reverse and effect. Yeah, we can see like we call it with the very things from which we're trying to save ourselves, because the objective of our fear becomes the center of our consciousness. So we need to face with the fear. And this historical suppression had led to an over-sexuality in society and fueling mental illness, health, neurosis, and profession like homosexuality or prostitution, right? Because the sex is not bad, but the whole society just try to not talk about sex, not face with that, and also linked to a lot of another society problem or issue. For example, prostitution in this case. So again, the book encourages us from lust to lie. So the first thing we need to recognize that the urge lie, understand the sex as an elemental life force rather than blinding opposing it. So the key thing, recognize that. And the second thing is we embrace our awareness, consciously engage with the energy. We not conflict with that, we not fight with that. Just engage with this sick energy and dive into its mystery instead of shutting our eyes to it. And the third step, we transform the elevate. So by understanding and transforming the energy, we can sublimate it from the lust, the karma, into the light, Rama, reaching a higher state of consciousness. And the last step is also the way, the path to the samadhi. So I will tell more about the samadhi because also it's the new term for me in this, but like it's a higher level of the super consciousness. And sex offer a momentary glimpse into egoness and timelessness, a fleeting of samadhi. So it's two core implement to the samadhi, the egolessness and the timelessness. And the true goal is to attain this state without relying on sex through meditation and self-realization. So again, I would like to highlight sex is not our enemy. It's a powerful, it's a vital energy and more potential than an atom bomb. It holds infinities possibility for transformation and capable of creating Gandhi or even instinct. Yeah, so just see on that. And we have confirm again the energy of the second help us in this case. The story, so when we realize the powerful of the sex energy like that, we can see like the time, what the meaning of the timeless can impact to us and every human heart, and how we explore the profound journey from illusion to experience, because on the choice that define us, our spiritual landscape. So the story mentioned about the portraits. Have one artist, he went go through the country, and one day he saw one the boy looking the ship, and his boys have a face so light, brightly and innocent, so beautiful. So he make the portrait of that boy. And this is, let's call like maybe the very beautiful, is a godlike. And then many years after that, it's become famous of the country. And he another idea, he want to make another portrait opposite with that. So the similar like the demon or the star next. And he finally he found one person, the prisoner in the prison, with very angry face, very bad energy. So you can, yeah, that's it, two portraits. And you know when he finished that, the prisoner cried a lot because that is the same man many years ago. The boy is me, and now it's me. So the two portrait is me. So that's it, we can see the story from that light, the two faces of the man. And we always have a different face inside us in this case, and we need to accept that. And for and the next thing in this case, we can do meditation at our practical pathway, because the when in meditation can help us to have a create and enhance our inner strength and realize more awareness and realization. And the transformation in this case, we need to clear on the way we do, and we want to do that. So we want to practice the meditation, we want to enhance our awareness and enlightenment, and from that we can reach the super consciousness. So how to conserve our inner energy? To achieve the spiritual health and to reach the soul, one must become, we need to enhance our strength, our inner strength, our inner power, and heaven is not for the weak. Choose is not for the whole who squanders their vitality. So let's just focus on ourselves and do the meditation, and not make us leaking our energy, because we can leaking our energy by different things in our life. So we should focus on seeking the truth and focus on our journey, and our practice to aware and enhance our awareness. So in order to do that, in the book of Osho give us some solution, or let's say suggestion, recommendation for the people. And one of that way is we should provide the teaching meditation in the early phase, because that's the new door for the kids before the sex. So the infants in this case, when before the 14 year, is very good to provide them the meditation, because every 7 years of the people life will bring us to different phase of our life. So infancy, when they can introduce what is the mindfulness, the meditation, that's a very good time to bring to equip their foundation. And from the foundation, the children have a habit to do that. They can do short or regular meditation, and more familiar with meditation and accessible for meditation. For from that, when they become adolescents, yeah, they can have a provide meditation at alternative outlet before the sexual energy fully active. So should be before 14 years old. And after that, adult transformation, because they already received the meditation at early phase. So they can assess and they can deal, they have a power, inner strength and power, and have them to have a power, and instead of drive solely by the sex. So with that is a suggestion from the also. And in order to do that, is the cultivative when equip for the people the calmness, the sincerity, the sincerity, and the state of no mind, because the purpose of meditation just make zero of the mind. And this family with the inner bliss allow for the transcendence, preventing energy from flowing into the wrong channel. The people at that time can access the correct channel. And love action. So on beside the meditation, love is also another way. So love as a transformation, teaching lovingness is early. So how motiveless love reshape the sexuality, jealousy, and possession. So the first thing, like love, conditional love, like given for reason, normally, right, the love is given for reason or benefit, and creates the expectation or demand, the breeds the jealousy or possessive, and intensify the sexuality linked to the need. So it's normal, we see. But now when we see on that, we can change, and we can remove our, we can rely, like remove our ego and connect with the nature of the love. It's the giving, forgiving, not demanding. And motiveless love, qualitative without because when we given freely without cost, we can transforming our desire into the compassion, reduce the realities and ownership, diminishes sexuality tied to the craving. And from that, we can implication for family dynamic. When we have a living in the love environment and teaching lovely early, we can see the emotional security from the people. They don't feel insecure and not linked to the something, the activity leads them to the only sexual lady only. They have the security inside them. They less needs the attachment among member. So let's reduce the attachment and link and win forward to detachment. Fewer conflict over possession, so reduce the possession, and the relationship can shift toward to mutual growth. So all the friendship can become the friendship and growth and learn from that. So this is also the second succession from also beside meditation, also the teaching love. And how we do that? So we can do in the way easy to apply. Can apply in the daily, silent, and open parentings at the practical family practices. So simple and adaptable habit for emotional clarity and honest guide. For example, in the family can have a daily hour of silence in the family. So set a time in the family just of only quiet and foster the reflection and calm. Open age of appropriate talks about the sex. So the more we hidden, the more the kid and the people curious, right? So in this case, we open talk and about the sex started early, but be honest, we can use a simple language the kid can understand and model integrity, no hypocrisy. So like we after we talk with the kids, we can align the word, the action, and guidance so they can feel accessible, they feel credible, they can feel safe and secure with the parent or the person say with them. Next activity, we can adapt practice to the each family. We can treat suggestion as flexible practice, not fixed rules. So the rule is something, yeah, good, but a lot of time like it's hard for the kids. So what the flexible and practice to win our objective, like to make the kids feel honest, feel sincere, and understand about the knowledge of the sex. Summary, like in this case, we can have a silent and with honest from parent. So we need the patient from the parent and the consistent guidance from the parent as well. So again, so in this case, again, the two element to the from Osho is the sex and samadhi. So should link to the new life, and we can have a when link to the conscious awareness when we link high when we utter samadhi, and again, sex is only the first step, and samadhi is the ultimate goal for us, and we can have experience for the physical, for psychological, and spiritual for the transforming energy on that. And the last but not least, I think we already go through for the practice, what we can do from daily practice, and also the approach from the parents and the mindfulness. But whatever we do, we need to have open-minded practice and increase the self-love from our people and only from the parent to the kids. So they have a good culture on that. And hopefully you can have some message from the takeaway for how we practice daily mindfulness, silent, and practice meditation. From that, hopefully we can have a awareness and acceptance of the love and the energy of the sex. From that, it link us to the samadhi and to awareness and connect with the higher self, higher consciousness. The again, the sex is not is energy is a good thing, it's creative, and it's not bad. It's help us to connect with ourselves, and love with love is the most powerful energy, and sex is the original of the love. So just bring to all of you to that's a message. Thanks again for everyone, and wishing you a great day ahead.